The allure of the unknown. Imagine a quiet evening disrupted by an inexplicable sight in the sky. A hovering object defying the laws of physics, emitting no sound, and vanishing without a trace. Such encounters have captivated humanity for decades, fueling debates, investigations, and a relentless pursuit of the truth. In this comprehensive exploration, we delve into some of the most enigmatic UFO sightings, blending documented accounts with analytical insights to unravel the mysteries that continue to baffle experts and enthusiasts alike. The Indiana Enigma expanded. The winter of 2008 brought with it more than just snow and silence to the countryside of Indiana. On January 31st, a cold, uneventful evening turned into a cornerstone of modern UFO lore, when a lone observer encountered something beyond explanation. The location was remote, surrounded by leafless trees and frozen fields, and the air carried the eerie stillness that only the dead of winter can offer. The witness, whose identity remains confidential for privacy, was inside their home when a flicker of movement through the window caught their attention. At first, the motion was subtle, easily dismissible as the swaying of bare branches or perhaps a low-flying aircraft on a routine pass. But something about the shape didn't sit right. There were no flashing lights, no rotor sounds, just a silent, dark form hovering above the treetops, roughly 300 to 400 feet away. Visual distortion. The heat wave effect. The object's most baffling characteristic wasn't just its silence or stillness, it was the shimmering visual distortion surrounding it. The witness later described this effect as reminiscent of heat waves rising from asphalt on a hot summer day, except this was January, and temperatures were well below freezing. This heat wave effect has been noted in other unexplained aerial phenomena, often interpreted by researchers as a clue pointing to propulsion methods beyond conventional physics. Could this distortion have been caused by some kind of field or energy emissions? Perhaps a localized atmospheric anomaly? Some skeptics propose that optical illusions caused by temperature inversions can distort visual perception. However, these conditions typically impact large horizontal layers of air, not isolated zones centered around a single object. A moment frozen in time. The witness, realizing this was not a typical aircraft, rushed to grab a digital camera. It's worth noting that in 2008, smartphones were not as ubiquitous or capable as today, so the camera in question was likely a consumer-grade point-and-shoot model, good enough to capture evidence, but limited in clarity. Nevertheless, the witness managed to snap a photo while the object remained perfectly still. The photograph itself is grainy but compelling. It shows a faint, saucer-like object shrouded by a slight blur, possibly the visual distortion the witness described. MUFON, Mutual UFO Network, which received the report, logged it under their database of unexplained cases. Although the image lacks definitive proof, it has sparked repeated interest in UFO research circles. Online forums continue to resurrect the image every few years, each time generating new theories and renewed speculation. Sudden departure. The shrinking disappearance. After hovering for approximately 2 to 3 minutes, the object did something truly unusual. It didn't fly away in a traditional trajectory. Instead, the witness reported that it shrunk into the distance. This description suggests a rapid departure that seemed more like the object was receding at high speed, directly away from the observer, rather than simply turning and moving off laterally. This has led some theorists to suggest the possibility of advanced spatial manipulation, perhaps involving bending of spacetime or cloaking mechanisms. Of course, such interpretations remain speculative, grounded more in theoretical physics and imagination than proven science. Nonetheless, the fact remains. No sound was heard, no evidence of propulsion was seen, and no trace of the object was left behind. Local context. A quiet region, a loud mystery. What makes this case even more compelling is the nature of the location. Rural Indiana is not known for frequent air traffic, especially not in winter months during off hours. Military exercises, which might explain unusual aerial vehicles, are rare in the area and would likely have been documented or noticed by others. Moreover, weather conditions on that particular evening were clear, ruling out fog, rain, or light tricks as plausible explanations. Adding to the intrigue, no other residents reported sightings of similar phenomena that night, or at least none came forward publicly. This leaves researchers to grapple with a single witness account, always a challenge in investigative scenarios. But unlike many such reports, this one came with photographic evidence, and the witness provided a consistent story without apparent exaggeration or motive for deception. Patterns and parallels. Similar encounters across time. What's fascinating is how the Indiana sighting fits within a broader pattern. The distortion effect, silent hovering, and sudden disappearance have been echoed in numerous other UFO reports, both before and after 2008. In 1981, a well-known sighting in Aix-en-Provence, France, reported a disc-like craft emitting a similar wave-like distortion before vanishing. In 2013, a military pilot off the U.S. East Coast captured infrared footage of a fast-moving object that, according to later testimony, also lacked conventional propulsion. More recently, in 2020, Navy pilots filmed the now famous Go Fast and Gimbal videos, which showed unidentified objects with abrupt flight patterns and non-traditional movement. The recurrence of these features across different continents and decades suggests that the Indiana case is not an isolated oddity, but part of a larger phenomenon. Speculative theories. What could it be? A variety of explanations have been proposed for such events, including advanced military technology. Could this be an experimental craft using anti-gravity or stealth propulsion? While plausible, the secrecy and risk involved in testing such tech near civilian areas are questionable. Atmospheric phenomenon, ball lightning, temperature inversions, or even psychological illusions like pareidolia have all been proposed. But none fully explain the photo, the distortion, or the object's intelligent movement. Extraterrestrial or interdimensional craft. The most provocative theory, and perhaps the least scientifically grounded, but one that persists due to recurring patterns in such sightings. Some suggest these craft aren't from other planets, but other dimensions, briefly intersecting with our reality. Drone misidentification. In 2008, consumer drones were not as common or sophisticated as today. The size, silence, and visual characteristics reported do not match the commercial drones available at the time. Connecticut's forest phenomenon. On July 20, 2005, two friends mountain biking near the Connecticut River in Cockaponset State Forest experienced an unusual sighting. As the sun set, they observed dark, oblong objects with faint lights hovering silently above the forest. One of the friends managed to take several photographs before the objects drifted away without making a sound. Only one photo was publicly shared, depicting three identical black objects hovering in the dusky sky. The proximity to a nearby power plant added intrigue, as sightings near energy facilities often spark theories about potential connections between such sites and unexplained aerial activity. A family's twilight encounter. On March 2, 2005, during a family trip in a rural area, a serene sunset observation turned into an unexpected encounter. Around 7:00 p.m., one of the sons pointed out three metallic, disc-shaped objects in the distance. The UFOs hovered in a tight, organized formation, shifting positions and changing altitudes while occasionally pausing mid-air before darting to new locations. The witness captured a photograph as the objects moved slowly to their right, maintaining their triangular formation. The event lasted over half an hour, leaving the family with an experience that remains unexplained to this day. California's morning mystery. On March 31, 2007, in Redondo Beach, California, a witness observed a silver, saucer-shaped object rapidly moving north to south over the pier before suddenly stopping mid-air. The object hovered for about 5 seconds, allowing the witness to snap a photograph, then shot off to the south and disappeared behind the pier. The image, taken with a Kodak EasyShare camera, shows a metallic object slightly tilted in the sky, reflecting light consistent with the sun's direction. Metadata tied to the original file confirms the date, time, and camera model, suggesting the photo wasn't digitally altered. Despite limited attention over the years, the mystery of the Redondo Beach object remains unsolved. Costa Rica's accidental capture. In Costa Rica, on an unspecified date, associate editor and photographer Sarai Ramirez Vindas inadvertently captured a saucer-shaped yellow object while photographing a sunset from the fourth floor of a building. Only upon reviewing the photos later did she notice the object hovering just above a building against the golden sky. Radar operators at Juan Santamaria Airport reportedly frequently see unidentified objects on their radar screens, occurrences so common they've jokingly nicknamed these anomalies bacteria. Similar-looking objects have been caught on video before in Germany and China, adding weight to this case. Analyzing patterns and possibilities. Examining these cases collectively reveals intriguing patterns. Many sightings involve silent, hovering objects with metallic appearances, often captured inadvertently. The proximity to energy facilities, as seen in the Connecticut case, suggests a potential correlation worth exploring. The recurring theme of objects being invisible to the naked eye but captured on camera, as in the Norwich case, raises questions about the limitations of human perception and the capabilities of photographic equipment. Personal reflections and theories. As we delve into these accounts, it's essential to consider various perspectives. While some may argue these sightings are misidentified conventional aircraft or natural phenomena, others believe they represent encounters with extraterrestrial technology. The consistency in descriptions across different locations and times adds credibility to the latter theory. However, without concrete evidence, the true nature of these objects remains speculative. The role of technology in unveiling the unknown. Advancements in technology have significantly impacted the documentation and analysis of UFO sightings. High-resolution cameras, radar systems, and data analysis tools have enhanced our ability to capture and scrutinize these phenomena. The Costa Rica case exemplifies how modern equipment can inadvertently record unexplained objects, prompting further investigation and discussion. The importance of open inquiry. Maintaining an open mind is crucial when exploring unexplained phenomena. Dismissing sightings without thorough investigation hinders our understanding of the unknown. Encouraging transparent reporting and scientific analysis fosters a comprehensive approach to studying these events. Organizations like MUFON play a vital role in collecting and examining reports, contributing to the broader discourse on UFOs. Embracing the mystery. The allure of UFO sightings lies in their capacity to challenge our understanding of the world. Whether these encounters are glimpses of advanced technology, natural anomalies, or manifestations of human perception, they invite us to question and explore. By documenting and analyzing these events with curiosity and rigor, we continue the timeless pursuit of unraveling the mysteries that lie beyond our current comprehension. A call to the curious. As we reflect on these enigmatic encounters, we are reminded of the vastness of the unknown. Each sighting is a piece of a larger puzzle, urging us to look upward with wonder and inquiry. In embracing the mystery, we honor the human spirit's relentless quest for knowledge and understanding.